I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
Hello. Hello. Um. Oh, let me test if you can hear me first. It's really been a lot of time since I last. Okay, yeah, you can hear me. Hello. Oh god, a lot of stuff happened in the last year. Okay, actually, let me check when was the last time I streamed. Okay, it was 8 months ago, and yeah, since then a lot of stuff happened. Actually, yeah, I think this last year was it's no, it's not the worst one that I had, but it's one of the worst for sure. Oh god, I don't even know if I should stay. Oh. Mentally, I'm really broken. Maybe I mean, I have a couple of people to speak to, but maybe speaking alone to a microphone can also help. I don't even know where to start because there is so much stuff that has happened, and okay, basically there are two main things that happened in this last year, and one is that I worked in the worst place yet, and the accident of my mom. So these two events, yeah, they they broke me down. Oh god, I feel the cringe in myself, but I think venting a little bit could help me. So, and also I wanted to update the 3-4 people that used to watch me. If they still care, I don't know. Still. So yeah. Okay, let me put something in the background so I'm keeping myself busy while I speak. Otherwise, I don't know, I'm not gonna focus well. Yeah, okay, I'll play some Minecraft, whatever. Yeah, I haven't played games in basically, yeah, all this time since the last stream. And yeah, but because I mean, I didn't even fuck, I don't even remember how to speak in English. Oh god. Give me a second. Give me a second. If I still remember how to add sheens to Streamlabs. Okay. Just to have something in the background while I speak. Okay. So yeah, this last I'm saying year and not 8 months because yeah, I started working while I was still streaming, and the downfall began there. Oh man, I don't know. Should I stream? Should I be? Well, I need to relax. Yeah, it's been a lot for me. I don't know. I need to chill for a moment, starting to play games again, just to take my mind elsewhere and not think about all the stuff that has happened. So yeah. Okay. So let's start from the beginning then. Wait, is it lagging? Let me check. No, it's fine, okay. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So I started working in a bar at yeah, it was May last year, so that's why I'm saying this past last year was bad, because it started in May when I started working there. Okay, a little bit of background, well, context, I mean. So the boss of that place was a friend of my mother, and she wasn't finding anyone to employ, and I think I know the reasons why now. But I didn't know at the time, and if I knew, trust me, I would have never gone there. And yeah, so she was a friend of my mom, and you need to remember this fact, because yeah, it will come later, it will come up later. So yeah, and she asked my mom if I wanted to go and work there, because yeah, she wasn't finding anyone to employ, and she needed people to work for the season, because where I live, it's a touristic place, so restaurants and stuff and bars and stuff, every season they need a lot of workers, because there is a lot of tourists, obviously. So yeah, long story short, my mom asked me to go and work there, because yeah, she needs help, and I knew her, this friend of hers, but I mean, not that deep on a level, like it's not I know her, like I know, but like I saw her a couple of times and that's it. So I didn't really knew her that well. Still, I say fuck, I don't even remember how to speak in English, but I say yes. I say yes, and I accept the job, because I already did some similar jobs in the past. And also, I need to give you a little bit of context about myself as a worker. And I'm a really hard-working person. I never had any trouble in the other places that I also worked in the past. And every time my contract expired, my employer, yeah, is that the right word? Yeah, anyway, my employee, whatever, always asked me to remain even after the season ended, because they were so happy for the for in the way that I worked and how I worked. So yeah, and you have no idea what kind of contract I refused. Like they even offered me to give me even more money just to stay there, and I said no in so many places, because that I'm not okay. Looking back, looking back, maybe I should have stayed there and said yes, but I always said no because that wasn't the job that I wanted to do. Like, I always asked myself, is that the job that I want to do for like 10 years of my life? And my answer was no, so that's why I always refused to continue, even if uh, they were nice people, the pay was nice, and yeah, maybe I should have said yes looking back, but at the time I was asking myself this question: do I still want to do this job even if I don't like it? But for how many years? Is it worth it? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, this is the context of how I work, and that the people that employed me were always happy to. Man, my English got really bad. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you can still understand what I'm saying. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that people was always happy to have me as a worker, and I never got any complaints or anything. Even the clients were really happy that I was there. I don't know how to explain it. I even have friends that were my customers, so, and now they live they were tourists. They came in Italy to a vacation, of course, and we formed a friendship because I was funny, and anyway, yeah, basically uh, everyone was happy, okay, and I never had any problems with any work that I always did. I know it might sound arrogant, but I mean, you can think whatever you like. That's the truth of what happened. Until, okay, that was true. I mean, yeah, everything is true. Until the last place that I worked. And here we come back to the main story of the friend of my mom that asked me to work there. Why am I speaking about this first and not the incident of my mom? Because there was a build-up of stress, and I don't know how else to say it. It was situation after situation adding up consecutively that brought me to this point. So I think I need to start, yeah, from the beginning, and then the beginning was that point. So fuck, I don't remember how to speak in English. I'm so bad, I'm sorry. So anyway, I start working there, and the first okay, I should say what the job was, right? Yeah, as you can see, I didn't prepare anything. I'm just going with the flow. Oh god. I did a lot of jobs in my life, and one of these was the barman. I did it in 2 bars before this one, so I had I mean, you can say I had some experience. And in one of these 2 bars that I used to work into, I had full control of it. Like I was, I think you say the manager in English. So yeah, I had this bar for like uh, a year after I decided to not continue because the reasons I already said. But yeah, basically I just to say that I know what the job is, how to do it, and how it should be done. Oh man, I feel already tired. Should I close the stream here? Oh. So yeah, I know how to do this job, okay? Maybe I'm not saying I'm perfect. I just know the basic. That's what I'm saying. And yada yada yada. So with the knowledge that I have, I come to work into this place of the friend of my mother, and I notice immediately that there is no organization, and like what the fuck, how is this place even, how it didn't fail, it's beyond me. Like, how could you work in this state, like with no organization or anything? Okay, for example, wait, I'm focusing on the game now for some reason. Okay, for example, like taking orders for the people, okay? Hi there. Do you still remember me? How are you? Yeah, yeah, fuck, I don't even remember how to speak in English, so sorry for this. I was speaking about, I was giving a recap of this year, the stuff that has happened, and I was starting from the beginning. Now it's mentally I think I'm a bit broken. I don't know how else to put it in English, but yeah, it's a period of where I'm really stressed out, and I mean it is what it is. But I think speaking about it might help me a little bit, so that's why I'm streaming. Anyway, so this I don't even remember how to speak. So basically, 2 main events happened that brought me to this moment and mental state. One was the worst place I've ever worked in, and I was speaking about that. And the other one is the accident of my mom. So yeah, I was starting by saying what happened at that workplace, and yeah, basically I came to that workplace, which is owned by a friend of my mom, and yeah, I guess you missed the first minutes when I say it. She asked my mom if I could go and help her because she couldn't find anyone to employ, and looking back now I see why. So I accept. I go to work there, and the first thing I see is that there is no organization. So, and the place is really bad managed. Oh god. I I don't, man. I'm. Should I stop and close the stream because I feel like I'm cringing myself too hard. I don't know. It's not. Yeah, fuck. It's oh, this is the nervous laughter that I'm getting. Basically, yeah, it was a really bad place. Okay, it was really bad organized, managed, and my colleagues were real, like really bad people as well. They didn't help with the situation. So, for example, I go. No, I go. What? Oh fuck! I don't even know what I want to say. I didn't prepare anything. I'm just going like this. So my point is that it was really a bad workplace environment in general. No help from my colleagues even when the place was full, and it's not. I mean, if that was the main problem, I would say okay, no help from the others. Okay, whatever. I can do it alone. I already did it alone. Other times, the thing is that my colleagues were the opposite of helping. They were giving me more troubles. So when their shift was over, instead of and the place was full of people, and maybe I needed a hand, instead of coming to me and saying, okay, maybe I can do 1 more hour and help you out, the thing that will do is that to bring more people there just to chill out there, so making my work even harder than it was already. Does that make sense? I know my English got really bad, but I hope you can understand what I'm saying. So yeah, they weren't helping at all. It was the opposite. They were giving me more work, more stress, more. So already alone, that alone was already a bad situation because it went like this almost every single day. Even if when their days, fuck, I can speak. Even when they had days off, they will still come there when was my shift, and still a lot of and bring as fuck. I can speak English. Why? I need to drink. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that they weren't nice people at all, okay? Because I will never do something like that. If I see one of my colleagues struggling with work, or when I see that they had a lot of people, I will stop and stay maybe half an hour more and help them out, or I don't know, offer my help in any way, or just not be a wait for them, you know? And because I think that's the most human thing to do, like morally right thing to do. I don't know, but it's absurd to me that there is people that doesn't think this way, because should be obvious to, I mean it's obvious to me that if I see someone else struggling, I should help them. I don't know, it is just me. Maybe I mean at this point I think maybe because but yeah, anyway, this situation went like this for basically until my contract expired. So every day stress from the people, and stress from my colleague, and stress from my boss, which was never happy with the work that I was doing, even if with what I was given how can I say this, like, since the bar was really bad managed and there was no organization whatsoever, I had to make my own organization, and that will, I mean, that's not a problem because I already owned a bar, so I already know how to organize the work in an efficient way. The thing is that when I did that, my boss will come and scream at me because I was doing things my own way instead of how she wanted. So, like, isn't that absurd? Because the way that she wanted me to work was in an unorganized way. So what the like, yeah, it was a toxic environment. And still today, even if I stopped working there 7 months ago, 6 months ago, I still don't understand to this day how that place didn't fail yet. It's absurd to me. And that's the reason why she couldn't find anyone else to employ, and I had to ask my mom. How can you want your... Okay, imagine yourself, you are the boss. If you see one of your employees working well, why should you stop them and scream at them and say that you want things done your way, if the things that are done your way are really bad and not efficient? I mean, it's still... I still can't understand to this day how is that. Okay, let's move on a little bit because yeah, it's not healthy. Maybe think about it. Anyway, that was the situation for a lot of time, and like this every single day. So the stress was mounting, right? And I come to a moment where oh yeah, I mean, if I have to say every single thing that the boss screamed at me, like that I have no respect for my colleagues because I wanted to take a weekend off to visit my sister, which had a surgery, and my boss came and screamed at me because you can't take days off when you want. You have to tell me weeks before. Stuff like that. Like, my sister had how do I say it in English? Like an emergency surgery, and I wanted to go and visit her. And when I asked my boss to take the weekend off to go and visit her, I couldn't. And I was sad and screamed that you don't have respect for your colleagues. Like, you can't take this off when you want. Yeah, it is it is crazy. I should have left when... The only reason that I didn't left that place was because she was a friend of my mother, and she asked my mother to help her, and my mother asked me to go and work there. That's the only reason that I didn't left that place. But I should have. And by the way, when after she said that phrase, I started noticing that my colleagues were toxic like her as well. As I said, they will start bringing way more people there, even when the place was already full, giving me even more stress, and I had to run my ass off for... yeah, they started making my job harder and harder. So anyway, and that was the situation, right? So... Oh well, oh man, now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of more stuff is coming up. It's insane if I have to remember everything. Oh my god. Okay, I'll tell this thing as well. Near the end of my contract, oh yeah, I have to give context. So, my boss has a sister, and her sister was living near the bar where I worked, and she would often come there. And I mean, it's fine. Until this point, it's fine, okay? But now it start getting worse because every time she came, it's not like any normal people that will, I don't know, wait their turn or anything like that. They will start screaming with their family. Okay, the sister brought her family into the bar a lot, and with her family they started screaming that they wanted things immediately and not wait for their turn just because they were the sister of my boss and stuff like that. So they were always pretending stuff. So I mean, already to me that's insane because you go to your sister bar and you should be the opposite. You should be maybe lending a hand as well or not be like an asshole. But no, they were pretending everything. Maybe I'm explaining bad because I'm getting really bad at with English because it's been a while. But yeah, I hope the situation you can understand how bad the situation was because it's insane to me. Like, what the fuck was that place? I've never found myself working in a place that bad and that toxic. And yeah, that was the context. It's not even the worst thing. The worst thing that has happened with her family. One day, the husband of her sister, of my boss' sister, came and wanted a normal coffee, like I usually do. But that day, I don't know for what reason, he was so stressed out for his own reasons and his own problems that after I gave him the coffee, he took the cup. Yeah, he took the cup and threw it at me, screaming. At that moment, I mean, of course, yeah, at that moment, yeah, dude, I don't know. I didn't even understand what was happening at that moment because what the fuck? How, like, I didn't even understand what was wrong with him at that moment, and while he was screaming at me, I said to him, "You can't come here and vent your problems, your own problems, into other people if they don't want to. So take your own problems and go away." And so I stood up for myself. Like, I'm not gonna be abused like that and say nothing and do nothing. But the worst situation, like, it shouldn't even happen in the first place. Moreover, because you are a part of the family of the boss. Like, you can't do however you like just because you are a part of the family of the boss. Like, it doesn't give you any right. You are not more important than someone else just because you are well, yeah, okay, so that was the situation with my workplace. And this went on and on for how many months? April, May, Giugno, Luglio, Agosto, Settembre, October. For 8 months, that was the situation. And now we come to the accident of my mom, because I was still working there while the accident happened. So so imagine myself in that situation, okay? Really stressed out every single day, lots of hours of working in a really bad place, and suddenly while I'm working I get this call from the police. Oh man, maybe maybe I shouldn't have. Give me a second. So yeah, while I'm working, I'm getting this call from the police. I mean, sorry. It's been a lot for me. Okay, no, I think, yeah, I'm broken mentally, but I want to talk about it because maybe I think it might help me. So yeah, I get this call from the police and they say that my mother had an accident, and I immediately, even if I was working, I immediately ran to my boss, which of course was outside of the bar with a lot of people, making my work harder and harder. So even if her shift was over, she was still there because yeah, of course they had fun making my shift really hard for myself. So yeah, I went to my boss and I say I have to go. My mom had an accident and I need to leave immediately. And after I say that, I just ran away to the car and I go to the hospital. And and while I'm going to the hospital, I almost make an incident myself because I was so agitated. Because of course, no one wants to have that type of call, you know. Um, because yeah, so of course I was really agitated while I was driving for to go to the hospital. But luckily I avoid I avoid the incident and arrive safely at the hospital. And I arrive in the exact moment when where my mom was about to go uh, into the first room where the doctors at the emergency. Okay, let me open Google Translate because I don't know the exact word in English. Yeah, there's not a word for that in English. Okay, so basically this when you injure yourself, you don't go immediately to the surgery room. You stay in the other room waiting for another doctor to check you out to see what kind of surgery you need to do. And I arrive in that exact moment. So I see my mom in the bed, and the first thing, obviously she wasn't speaking, and yeah, at that moment I was really afraid. And I asked a nurse, is she in danger? Because okay, I fuck, I'm reconstructing everything really badly because still to this day everything in my mind it's not perfectly in order. Okay, so when I got the call, the police told me they didn't tell me how bad how bad my mom was, like and that would mean only one thing, right? Like, if someone is fine, they will tell you on the phone, she's fine, okay, like she did that, she got that, so you know what happened to her, right? If they tell you. But if they don't say anything, it can only means that it's something really bad. Like, if someone dies, like, they don't tell you on the phone, oh look, your friend has died, you know. They tell you, go to the hospital and check for yourself. And that's the thing that happened to me. So that's why I was really agitated, because I didn't know how bad my mom was. Oh man. So yeah, so the first thing that I asked the doctor, I asked, is she in danger of dying? And the doctor says yes, if we don't operate immediately, yes. So oh man. um anyway, so the doctor there says yes, but he said yes, we're gonna operate immediately, so don't worry. So that was kind of reassuring at the moment, but thinking about it now, maybe it's not that reassuring. And I was still in the room, and she was checking her, and I see that both of her legs had really deep wounds. And then so another question pops into my mind, like, do you have to amputate her legs? Because that wound was really deep, and I thought, like, she needed to have her legs amputated, because yeah, it was really deep. I don't know how else to say it. Like, I don't want to go into the details, but it was really bad, okay? So at that moment I thought, I think, oh fuck. Yeah, it was really bad. And so I asked, do you need to amputate her legs? And luckily, I don't know how and why, to me it's still a miracle, they said, no, if we operate immediately, she will no longer be in danger. And also I think we can save her legs. And they did save her legs. I don't know how, because if I go into details, I could see the other side of from above. I could see the bed where she was standing. The leg was open. Okay, I don't want to go into details, but yeah, so it was really bad, and to me, I still don't understand how they managed to save her legs, but they did. And to me, that's still insane. And okay, so imagine, okay, I worked at that place, really stressed out, and then I received this call. I go there, and I broke down there. At that moment, man, that day was really it destroyed me mentally that day, because in my mind I have that image that it will never go away, of my mom standing there. Anyway, they, after the visitor, they take her to the surgery room, and the operation took 6 hours. 6 hours of operation. It was it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and they finished and they finished at 9 o'clock. Yeah, it was that bad that they needed 6 hours of surgery. Yeah, she was a code red. That's anyway. After the operation, I no okay, okay. No one comes to me and say the operation is over, so I keep standing in the waiting room like an idiot and crying, waiting for some news, and no one says anything to me. And just 5 minutes after they brought her to her room, someone finally came and to speak with me, but not even to speak with me, just to say, oh, hey dude, look, your mom is there, go and check her out, but you have only 5 minutes because visiting time is over. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean I have 5 minutes? My mom almost died, let me stay with her. How long do I need to be staying with her? And and yeah, I didn't give a fuck about the 5 minutes. I kept staying there, and obviously after the surgery, she was still inebriated by the how do you say this in English? Yeah, anesthesia. So we couldn't really talk to each other, but at least I saw her that she was fine and safe and she was alive, and that was the most important thing. And yeah, so that oh man. And by the way, after the nurse told me about the 5 minutes, no one else told me anything about how the surgery went, what happened, what they did, what if she needed any more surgeries or anything like that. No one said to me anything. So I myself, I had to check if she was fine and everything. So the next day, when I come to visit her, I go to every single nurse on that building asking for the private phone number of the surgeon who did surgery on my mom, because no one was saying anything to me. So I got the the phone number of the doctor, and we spoke to the phone, and he told me all the things. And she stayed in the hospital 3 weeks. Yeah. So yeah, add that situation to everything. Like I don't know how I did manage to do everything, because the next day, so after I went to visit my mom, I had to go to her workplace and to the insurance, because if you don't warn them in the first 24 hours of the incident, you lose a lot of rights. So me, while I was still broken mentally, I had to do all this bureaucracy stuff that, dude, what the fuck? Italy is such a bad place for this. Like, how can you treat, like, because I didn't have anyone else to help me. I was alone. My sister is not in Italy, and so I was alone. And I had to go to all these places, do all the bureaucracy stuff. I had to go to the police as well and take the documents, everything. Still broken down, so yeah, it took a lot of mental effort from me to do everything. Oh man. And I don't know how I did it, and maybe I still don't know how I did it, because, and maybe I did it bad because mentally I'm still broken. uh, anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, I had to do all this bureaucracy stuff, and yeah, my mom kept staying in the hospital for a couple of weeks, and then after a couple of weeks she needed another surgery on her hands, because okay, yeah, I didn't told you about what happened in the incident. So basically my mom was driving a motorbike, and another car hit her, and my mom had the right of way, so she was in the right, and the other car didn't see her for whatever reason, and got her. Yeah. And in that incident my mom got her legs and both of her arms broken, so she couldn't basically move, do anything. So yeah, first they did the surgery on the urgent matter first, which were the legs, and they kept her staying in the hospital, having pain from the arms, because the arms weren't operated yet, because they were waiting to for the legs to recover a bit before doing another surgery, of course. But yeah, it wasn't good for her, because she was suffering pain waiting for the other surgery on her arms. But she had to wait for her legs to recover a bit first. So they did inject in her a lot of morphine and a lot of painkillers. And I don't know if how much painkiller a person can endure, but yeah, they did. I can speak. They really used a lot of painkillers on her, and I'm afraid that did a bit of damage as well. But yeah, okay, moving forward, so a couple of weeks pass, and she has the surgery on her arms done, and after the surgery, instead of waiting there like maybe another couple of weeks waiting for her to recover a bit, they dismiss her from the hospital. Can you believe it? Like, she couldn't walk, because obviously she couldn't walk, and they just did a surgery on her, and they had to dismiss her from the hospital. And I spoke to a lawyer. Yes, is that the word? Yes. And I asked him where do they want to bring her if they don't want her to keep in the if they don't want to keep her in the hospital. And the lawyer told me that there are structures where they can put people. But that wasn't the thing for my mom, for whatever reason. They had to bring her home. And home, there was me working half day and no one else. And we were alone, and and also we live on the third floor with no lift. So it's insane to me that this happened. Because yeah, she couldn't walk, and they made her come home when we live on the third floor with no lift. Like, what the fuck is wrong with Italy? Why they couldn't keep her in the hospital? So yeah, so they brought her home, and the night after they brought her home, I had to call the ambulance at 3 a.m. of night, in the 3 of the morning at night, because of pain. Because of course, when they dismiss you, they stop giving you they stop giving you painkillers, so you and they dismissed her with not enough with not enough medicines. Wait, is yeah, with not enough medicine. So we had to go to the hospital at night because she was experiencing a lot of pain in the arm where she was just operated. And yeah, she stayed the night there, and then they dismissed her again. Instead of keeping her in the hospital again, they dismissed her. So again, for the second time. Can you believe it? Yeah. So, man, like, it's absurd. Anyway, moving forward. So after they dismissed her, the situation was like this. I was working half of day, obviously being really stressed out because, oh, I have to tell you this about my workplace, because after I said to this friend of my mom about the incident, she complained to one of my colleagues that I ran away that day to go and check on my mom. She complained about that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? My mom almost died, and you complain that I ran away to check if she was fine. And you're supposed to be her friend as well, because yeah, they were friends. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know what. I don't know what to say. Like, I have no words for this. Like, obviously they are not friends anymore because I told this to my mom. Instead of showing even a little bit of gratitude that my mom told me to come and work for you, and showing a little bit of empathy. No, she complained because she didn't want to work. That's the one another thing. She didn't want to work herself. That's why I had to do double the job when she was in the shift with me. And that day I had to go and check on my mom, and she was the only one there, so she had to work in my place. And I think that's why she got mad that I left to go and check on my mom. But if you don't want to work, don't do that work. You are the boss. You can close the bar down and do another job that you like. But no, you have to treat your employers whatever. So anyway, I kept working half day, and the other rest of the day I had to take care of my mom, obviously. But I was really worried when I was at work because like, if she needed something, I couldn't be there for her, and I didn't have anyone else to ask to go and check on her. So luckily she didn't needed me. And also I always prepare everything before going to work. If she needed something to eat or something to drink, she had it near the bed. If she needed to go to the toilet, she couldn't go to the toilet. I left something behind near her bed if she needed to. So anyway, it was a really stressful moment. And in that moment, I I I need to add another layer of stress because my mom impulsively before the accident, a month before the accident, got a little kitten. And in that moment, while I was working half day and she was at home, my kitten ate something toxic. I still don't know what. So my kitten was about to die as well, and I had to bring I had to bring the I I'm laughing now, but it's absurd. I had to bring the kitten to the vet in an emergency as well, adding another layer of stress in that situation. And luckily the kitten is fine now. My cat is fine now, but at that moment, like, dude, life, what the fuck is this life? Like, I didn't have a moment to chill or relax or calm down. Anyway, my cat is fine now. He's happy and fine. So that situation with my kitten ill and my mom in the house and stressful workplace went on for a month, a full month. And after a month from the hospital, they start to calling her, saying that she needs to start doing rehabilitation. But she couldn't walk, and we live in the third floor. So how am I going to bring her to the hospital if she can't walk and she can't do stairs? We had to call ambulances, like, for transport. So, oh man, so every day for 2 weeks, we had to call an ambulance for to transport her to the hospital every single day from the third floor with no lift, only stairs. And she couldn't even bend her knees because let me, oh man, punti. Yeah, it's not really points. How do you say in English, like, the points where they they show you on when you do surgery and you have points? How do you call it in English? Points, is that right? Anyway, she had points along all of her legs, so she couldn't bend it. So the people that came, Stitch, yeah, I think yeah, she had stitches on along her leg, so she couldn't bend it, otherwise the stitches will snap. And so the people of the ambulances had to bring her down with fuck, man, these are medical terms that I don't know. So barella, stretcher. So yeah, they had to bring a stretcher on the stairway to keep her legs straight. And every single day, 2 times a day, dude, it's a miracle that she didn't fall on the stairs, even if they tied her up. But man, what the fuck? Because the people that came with the ambulance were not like young, fit males or strong people, but old people, because only volunteers can go and work on the ambulances, at least here in Italy. It's not really a job, it's something you do when you want to volunteer. So obviously only old people was left. So yeah, so I had to help them because they were too weak to hold my mom along all the stairway down. So I was afraid of them making my mom fall and hurting her, so I had to help them. And doing so, I hurt my come si dice? My shoulder. Yeah, I hurt my shoulder helping her and helping them as well. So yeah. Anyway, this situation went on for 2 weeks. So, man, 2 weeks, 2 times per day, until they realized in the hospital that, oh wait, but she can't walk. Why are we letting her? Fuck, I can speak. Why are we, the hospital, letting her go back home if she can't walk? Finally, they realized that they needed to keep her there again to do rehabilitation, and finally they did. After 2 weeks, it's insane. Dude, why did you have to give us so much pain and so much stress if you could have kept that there already? Like, I don't know. Then she stayed in the hospital for 3 more months, and finally, after these 3 more months, she started to walk again. But in the last month, while she was doing rehabilitation for her legs, she yeah, you think problems are over? No. While she was doing rehabilitation, she fell and she hurted her other arm, breaking breaking her wrist. So she had to do another surgery for her other arm. So she yeah, I mean, yeah, she was still feeling pain, so they still gave her a lot of painkillers. So maybe, I don't know, she did a movement where she wasn't feeling, I don't know, maybe her head was spinning or something and she fell. Maybe, yeah, because the effect of the painkillers, I'm not sure. But yeah, she hurt her other wrist, and she had to do another surgery. And they kept her another month in the hospital. And finally they decided to dismiss her from the hospital. And this time, finally she can walk, she can't run, she can't bend her knees fully, completely. But finally she's out of the hospital and she can walk. But we still have to go to the hospital. Okay, this was in December. Okay, yeah. So in December they dismiss her and she can walk fine, but we still need to go to the hospital to do rehabilitation, both for her arms and legs. But finally she can come home and she's fine. And this is December of last year. And at this point, I start to think finally things are getting a little bit better. Um, yeah, so I still had to obviously take care of her, and so yeah, I mean, after she got dismissed from the hospital, I needed to take care of all the bureaucracy and stuff. I mean, I was still doing it while I was working and while I was taking care of her at home. But yeah, after she got dismissed, the bureaucracy stuff really got a really bad turn. Man, it was it still is, because it's still not over. Um, Man, if I have to say every single thing, maybe on Discord later, I will post a picture of all the papers that I have, both from the hospital and insurance and lawyer. Man, it's really a lot, like, because okay, everyone. Oh man, I don't know where to start in this topic, because there's so much to say here as well. Okay, so since my mother was in the right, there is another party involved, okay? But there is also my own, the insurance of my mom, so there is, and also there is the insurance of the workplace where she was working, because she had the accident in the working hours. So there are three parties only for insurance. Then there is the lawyer, then there is the doctor, the family doctor, and then there is the hospital. So there are six parties involved in everything, and each of these party wanted a copy of every paper, every document that everyone was giving us. So for every document that I have to do 6 copies of it. One for myself and 5 for the other parties. That, so it's insane. I spent like €50 only on papers and ink. Paper. Yeah. And I have to organize everything, because since there are so many documents, everything needs to be in order. And every time I went to the hospital and to the doctor, they disorganized everything. I don't know why. For whatever reason, they they started taking everything off and keeping everything together just to read it together. And that ruined hours and hours of my work. So every time we go to a visit, I already know that I did everything in vain, because the next doctor is gonna disorganize everything, every document, and putting it back in a random order for whatever reason. So that alone, it's almost a work in itself, because I take hours and hours putting back everything in order, because it has to be in order. Otherwise, when I need to take a specific document, I don't know where it is anymore. So yeah, I man, it's so stressful. So yeah, this situation with the documents went on until now. I mean, it keeps going on and on. It's still not over. But like health wise, my mom is fine now. She can walk she can't bend her knees. She has permanent damages on both of her legs and both of her arms. She can't bend her wrists anymore because she has a titanium plaque, yeah, on her wrist, on both of her wrists, so she can yeah, she can't bend the wrist anymore, and I'm worried because she's not young, she's not old as a person, like she still needs to work. What kind of work can she do now that she can't walk? I mean, she can no, she can walk but she can't run. Fuck, I can't speak. Sorry. uh, I'm worried, like in the future, what kind of work can she do now, where she can stand a lot of hours without feeling some pain or bend her wrist doing certain movements. I don't know. I'm really worried about that because I want to build my own life, but at the same time, I need to make sure that she can be autonomous. You get what I mean? Like, I can't stay 24 hours out of 24 hours every day behind her to see that she's fine, she's doing everything fine, she's not having problems. Like, I want to get to that point where I can leave her alone and she's fine by herself, doing stuff by herself. And for now she is fine by herself, but she can, I'm worried about economically, like what kind of work can she do now. And yeah, we still need to figure this thing out, and we are not searching for any jobs for her right now because she needs to do another surgery in 2-3 months. She's been put in a waiting list. Yeah, so yeah, until that point we're still going to the doctors and doing rehabilitation and all this stuff, and yeah, it's really stressful, and sadly it's not over. And I don't know when it will be over, because after the surgery she will take like another couple of months to recover and doing rehabilitation again. And I mean, no one is really prepared to, like, one can think maybe I'm ready, like, to face anything. One can think that after maybe in his life endures bad stuff, but when it happens in that moment, even if you can be the more prepared person in the world, you're still gonna panic or I don't know. In that moment, it's not easy. Okay, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, mentally, I was thinking, if something like this happened to me, like years ago, I was thinking this thing. If something like this happened to me, would I be able to do this, do that, be mentally prepared to do everything? And I said to myself, yes, I will be ready for that. But when it happened, and I was ready for it, like, I will give a pat on my back for this, because I was still crying while I was doing everything, but I did it anyway. Like, I had to do, as I said, I had to go to the insurance before 24 hour passed before the after the incident, and to her job place to sign every document. And I was still crying while I was doing that. Legit, I didn't want to cry, obviously, while I was there, but it happened because the accident just happened. but I still needed to sign the documents and everything. So anyway, I thought I was ready for it if something like that happened, but you're never ready for it when it happens. So yeah, today the situation is this. We are waiting for her surgery. I'm working. It is a work. Making all the documents in order and stuff. It feels like a work. So yeah, I spend at least 3-4 hours a day making every single document in order for the next visit. And yeah, I bring my mom to the visit that she needs to do, and yeah, obviously I can't work now because yeah, until this situation ends I can't really commit to another work in case there is an emergency. I need to be here, so yeah. Yeah, it's really stressful. I don't know what else to say. Probably I'm forgetting something that major that has happened because mentally, yeah, I'm broken. I think I don't know if I'm like this last year. It's one of the worst years of my life. It's not the worst because something really bad already happened. Don't really want to talk about it, but something worse I think happened. I mean, maybe it's not that worse, but if I have to compare the two things that had happened, yeah, maybe they are on the same level. So I was kinda, I don't know, mentally I don't know when I'm gonna recover from this. I think I need to go on a vacation for a long time if I can afford it. I don't know, but I really need to take my mind off stuff. Maybe I will start playing games again because I always found games like a way to help me going through stuff. So yeah, maybe I'll start playing games again. Yeah, I need to take time for myself. I know it's just that I didn't really have time in these months. Every single day there had to be, I had to do something. Either go to the lawyer, speak to the lawyer, to the insurance, to the doctors, to the other doctors, because there are 3 doctors. I mean, not doctors, but 3 different visits that she needs to do. One is the doctor of the workplace, and it's the same doctor from the state that needs to make sure that you're still injured and stuff like that. One is the family doctor that needs to do every single certificate for us, every single document for us. And the other is the doctor of the insurance that needs to check her wounds every now and then to see that they are still there, all the permanent damages and stuff like that. So yeah, every day there is something to do. Yeah, I mean, I tried in the recent times to go out with friends and stuff, but even when I take time for myself, I still find myself like thinking about this whole situation. It doesn't escape my mind even if I try. I don't know how. I mean, I try sometimes to not think about it, and I can't, because I live it every single day. Like, how can I not think about it? So maybe when after the other surgery that my mother needs to do, maybe after she recovers from that, I can go to do, I don't know, take some time sometimes for myself, because I really need a vacation and take my mind off. Yeah, I thought about it, and the thing is that I mean, I found a psychologist, and the thing is that first the psychologist needs to take care of my mom, because even my mom needed a psychologist, because she has some PTSD from the accident, and she was really stressed from it as well. Now that she's still going to the psychologist, so yeah, I mean, it's working. I'm seeing her that she's got more relaxed over the time, and she's getting and live with the situation better. So yeah, after he's done with her, it's gonna be my turn, maybe. No, but I don't. It's not that I don't want to go to a psychologist, but I don't really see the point, because for my, I mean, I speak for me, because I think I know that if I take some time off and not leave the situation every single day, I think I will be able to recover. I just don't have the time to do it now. That's the only issue. I mean, I'm sure it can help speaking about it with a psychologist. Don't get me wrong. Because I'm seeing that it's working with my mom. She's getting really better mentally. And she's leaving the accident she's looking at the accident from another point of view. And she got really better thanks to the psychologist. But I think that even if I'm talking about it, I'm still living it every single day. So I mean, until it's over, I don't think I can. You get what I mean? Like, I just need this thing to be over. I hope as soon as possible, and then take some time for myself. So yeah, this was this was my last year. Yeah, these past 8 months were really bad because of the accident, but the situation started to go downhill even before the accident, as I told you. And if you put all this situation together, you can imagine how broken I am mentally. Like, the worst workplace I have ever worked in, my mom almost died, and my cat almost died, all together. uh, and and yeah, it's not that you think that maybe after like, I don't know, a month the situation got better. No, 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 because after a month there was another problem coming up for some reason. So I never really had a time to chill and relax. Like, if I think about it, legit, there hasn't been a month of tranquility for me. Every single month there had to be a problem. Either that was my mom falling in the hospital, or problems with the documents, problems with the doctors, problems with the certificates, problems with the surgery, because we found out about the surgery, that she needed another surgery, like a couple of weeks ago. So another problem arose. So I never really got a time to chill out. I guess I am unlucky. I don't know what else to say. Like, I know there is people that has a worse life than mine. But every time someone says something like this, like, yeah, but each people, every person, it's its own world. You get what I mean? Like, not everyone lives the same situation in the same way. So I don't know, because people told me this phrase, like, you shouldn't be that sad because your mom survived, so you should be thankful, you should be happy, you should be laughing. I had people saying this to me, and I couldn't believe it, because, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yes, objectively it's true, my mom survived, but every person has its own emotions. You can't tell anyone how they should feel. It's wrong. Have some empathy. Man, I don't know. Like, so yeah, this has been my last year so far, because it's not over. uh, I I don't know. It's really been a lot. Uh, I hope the future will be brighter. Um, but I really don't know, because, as I said, what kind of job can she do now? I I don't know. Ooh, man. Yeah, thanks for the thanks for cheering me up a little bit. I try to stay positive most of the time, because, I think that life is it's 10% the stuff that happens to you, and 90% how you react to it, how how you react to it. So I think I need to be positive in mind and be hopeful. It's just that most of the time I find myself being more realistic than positive, and maybe that brings me down a little bit. So I used to say I'm not a pessimist, I'm a realist. Cringe, right? Uh, but but yeah, life is it's not easy. Yes, so that's why I said I'm okay. My head is spinning a little bit now. And here comes the nervous laughter again. But now that I talk about it, I feel a little bit better. So maybe I was right on doing this stream, even if just for myself. No, because if I watch myself doing this stream from outside, it seems like I'm acting like a big streamer or anything like that. But in the reality, I know no one watches me, and only like 3-4 people watch me, but I did this stream just even just for myself, because I think speaking about it might help me a little bit. Yeah, it's not easy because maybe you didn't notice, but I was crying like yeah, 40 minutes ago when I was speaking. Maybe it didn't transpire because I don't have a webcam, but yeah, it's not easy, but I think it helped me. And maybe I don't know, I want to start playing games again when I have the time. Maybe yeah, because maybe it will help me take my mind off a little bit, focusing on something else that is not the situation. So maybe I'll start streaming again. I don't know. I mean, the only problem is that I don't know when I have the time to do it. Like today I knew because we had a visit this morning and that was it. I have the afternoon free, so I kinda wanted to relax a little bit, and yeah, but most of the days, both morning and afternoon, I have busy, so I don't know when I can stream. Oh man. So how have you been? uh, I'm sorry. Have you been fine? Have you been fine? Oh, um, if you want to talk about it, you know I'm here, okay? Just like the messages you wrote to me, like I really appreciated that, and they were helpful. So thank you. So if you want to talk about it, I'm here. Yeah, I think we both need to be on the positive, even if it's hard. Um, as I said, I think life is 90% how you react to the stuff that happens to you. Like, it's no one said it's easy, but I think that's the important thing, that yeah, we need to be positive in the hard times, otherwise you're never gonna get out of a bad situation focusing only on the bad. Man, looking back, like it's really been a lot. Like, as I said at the beginning, that when you didn't you weren't here yet, at the beginning I said that I never had any trouble in any workplace that I've been to, and I've always been asked to stay when my contract expired. Man, never I would have ever imagined a situation like this. Like if I wanted, I could sue them. Legit, because that's literally abuse. I got abused, not I mean physically, only when her family member of my boss threw that cup at me. That's a physical abuse, at least in my point of view. I mean, when someone throws something at you, isn't that like an act of aggression or abuse? So I think I could sue them if I wanted to. And even verbally abused. That happened almost every single day. Man, never I would ever imagine a situation like this. Like I refused contracts where they were giving me more money just to stay there, and I refused because I didn't want to do the job for the rest of my life. But looking back, just to avoid a situation like this, maybe I should have stayed in the other workplaces. Ah, man. And then the situation with my cat, man. Some days I didn't even have time to eat. The first weeks after the accident, some days I didn't even time to eat. Yes, because half day I was working, like from 7 in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And the visiting time, I mean the first days they let me stay even beyond the visiting times, so I stayed all the time that I could there in the hospital. So some days I will skip I will skip eating because to me like I didn't care about myself, and maybe that wasn't good. I shouldn't have skipped lunch or dinner, but at that moment I just didn't care for myself. I cared only for my mom. Yeah. It's easier said than done. And yeah, I was talking about my cat. So in this situation where I was going both to the hospital and working half day and didn't have time for anything, my cat decided to eat something toxic from the house. Yeah. Decided to eat something toxic. And okay, let's start. No, it is a stupid cat. Let's start from the beginning, okay? So a month ish before the accident of my mom, she decided to take a little kitten impulsively without asking me. and without thinking twice, like she saw it and she said, yes, I want it, and she took it. And so, but the thing is that we didn't have the house ready for it. Like, you need to hide all the small things that they could eat. You need to uh, um, like, do you, if you have a cat, you know, like and especially it's an orange cat, not a cat that is chill. She decided to take an orange cat, which is the the worst. They are crazy, literally crazy. uh, and she took this cat, and immediately he decided to scratch everything. Yes, orange cat. And and immediately he decided to scratch everything, and and it even tried to hit the a metal bar. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, cat? Like, you can't eat that. Eat that. You can't eat metal. What the fuck are you doing? He almost. Yeah. This cat is legit crazy. And so I had to leave this situation where my mom was in the hospital. I was living with a crazy cat that I had to look 24/7, even if I couldn't, because half of the day I was at work, and I had to go to the hospital to check on my mom. And at home, I had this cat was going to chew on everything. So and I don't know how I did it, but I managed to have a room in my house cat proof, so he was safe there. He could do everything there that he wanted and not be in danger on eating anything that could be toxic for him. But somehow I forgot, because I didn't see it, on top of a shelf, a plant that my mom had. And that plant, what are the odds that plant was toxic for cats? So I'm not sure. I mean, the veterinarian didn't say what he managed to eat, so we are not 100% sure. But I'm pretty sure it was that plant that somehow he managed to jump that high to get to that plant and eat some of it. I think that was the thing that got him because he started puking everywhere. So yeah, luckily now it's fine, and that plant is no more. I threw it away, and my mom got mad at me for throwing that plant away. But mom, you need to be more responsible before taking an animal and not be impulsive. Like, yeah, if he asked me before taking the cat, I would have said to her, look, we don't have the space or the time to look after it, especially an orange fucking cat. And maybe she wouldn't have gotten it, but life is life, and man. Man, it feels good talking about stuff again. Yeah, I think I did the right thing speaking about stuff. I feel a little bit better. Also, yeah, I don't remember how to play Minecraft again. What can I put? Maybe the sticks. Yeah, if I have the time, I am gonna play more games again, just to take my mind off stuff. And maybe I will stream them. Maybe not with the mic, I don't know, because I don't know if I mentally am able to to stream with them. Today I'm how do I say it? I'm forcing myself a little bit. Even if it's not a good idea, I think it's helping me, even if I'm forcing myself a little bit. But it does help, so maybe with time, if I start regularly, it will become easier and easier again. Dude, why? How can I burn stuff? I forgot. What? What? You, like, couldn't I do charcoal with this? Man, I forgot how to play every single game. Okay, let's go outside. No, how many? How many? No, 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 no. Okay. Maybe it was with wood. Okay. Okay, okay, come on. Let me see, maybe it was this one. Ah, okay, now I remember. Yeah, it was only with logs. Okay, so anyway. Wait, what? Hello? Ah, okay. So, yeah, I don't know, I don't know what to say because I didn't prepare anything. I spoke about everything, I think, even if I probably forgot some stuff about maybe work, because yeah, at work a lot of really bad stuff happened. I only said a few, but there were many more other episodes. So probably I forgot something. Probably I forgot something about my cat as well. My fucking crazy car. The car meme. And probably I forgot something about my mom as well. But yeah. Mostly I think I said the most important stuff. My life looks like a Netflix series. I mean, you're not wrong, maybe. If I have to say, okay, this is only my last year of life. If I have to say everything that has happened in my life, you know, like I could write 100 book about it. Like, there's so much material. Both bad and happy. Let me see how many seasons. But yeah, so I don't know. For the future, I'm looking forward for this situation to be over as soon as possible and do a vacation. I was thinking about maybe going to Japan, because it's been years since I wanted to go there. I saved some money. I don't know. It's really expensive though. Like only the flight is like 2k almost. Or 1500 or something like that. 800 to go and 800 to come back, something like that. So I don't know. Yeah, but I saved like 3k for this trip. I mean, it doesn't have to be Japan, but yeah. It's been years since I said that I wanted to go, and maybe after this situation is over, I might be able to do it. Yeah, I really like Japan. The land of weebs. Because I'm a weeb myself. It's just that to go there you have to like plan it like a year before, because otherwise you're gonna pay like doubles the stuff. Yeah, it's really expensive. But I've been told that it's expensive only the flight and the hotels, but once you're there, like the food, it's really cheap and it's really good. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I mean, if you want, we can go together. I just don't know when. Yeah, because yeah, it's a shame to go alone. And I was looking like trips to do with other people. Like wait, how do you say it in English? Yeah, group travels in agencies, and they might be interesting. So I don't know, but if you want, okay, if you want, we can go. I just don't know when, and everything has to be planned like a year before, like between the flight and all the hotels and. Okay, let's do it next year then, or maybe in 2 years. I don't know. I'm down for it. Maybe I can ask my other friend as well, which I don't know why he's not here on stream, since he told me that he will be here. You can't really trust him. Never. Yeah, also because in group travels, when I was looking at them, like you need to do a certain trip. Like you're not really free to go everywhere you want. Like you get some free times in depending on which group travel you choose. But you don't really have time to go for yourself. If you want to see something specific, you might not have the time. So like it's kind of a waste, since I don't know when I'm ever gonna be able to go back to Japan. I mean, it's not bad, because the positive thing of group travels is that you don't have to think about anything. You just pay and you go and you enjoy the trip. You don't have to worry about hotels. You don't have to worry about I don't know, insurance. You don't have to worry about documents. You don't have to worry about anything. You just go there and travel. The only downside is that you have to follow a specific plan, like a specific route. No, you can visit stuff, but yeah, I mean, if you want to see something specific that I don't know, most of the people don't want to see, like you're not gonna be able to see that. Yeah, that's the downside. Oh fuck! What the fuck? Why is inside? What? That scared me. Okay. I wasn't expecting him. Okay. Where was I? So yeah, if we want, we can plan it maybe. The thing is that yeah, it's really expensive. Like I think a couple of weeks it's gonna cost like no less than 3k plus all the stuff that I'm going to buy there. It's like another 500 euro or something. And also I don't know how it works with the luggage when you import. I don't know how stuff is in you live in Switzerland, right? I don't know how stuff is in Italy. Because I think if you pass a certain amount of weight on gifts and gadgets and stuff that you bought on a trip, you're gonna pay like a tax. I mean, yeah, here in Italy there is a tax for everything, so yeah. It's gonna be the same for me. Like if I go with only one luggage, I'm gonna buy like 3 more there and fill it with stuff. Man, the more I talk about it, the more I want to go now. So yeah, I mean, if you're interested, I mean, we can think about it. Yeah, yeah. You see a shop, and you, it's gonna be the same for me. I mean, how can you go to Japan and not buy anything you see? Like, also, okay. Also, have you ever seen the Japanese TV? Like, it's so fucking insane. Okay. Maybe in one of the next streams I can group some Japanese TV stuff. Like they are really it's not crazy that you say that, oh, that one person is crazy. They are crazy in the literal sense of the word. They are legit crazy. Like I've seen a show where if they laugh, they get beaten. Like if someone laughs, they are get beaten by yeah, it's full of stuff like that. Like, oh man, Japan, I love you. I wish I was born there. Okay. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's not okay. I love Japan, and I think it's the best nation in the world, but I don't think it's perfect. Like the people okay, no, don't get me wrong. The people is perfect. The culture, I love it. But the only thing that I don't like about Japan is the how they view work. Like they work so much that it's not healthy. You get what I mean? Like yeah, that's the only downside that I can think about Japan. Otherwise, it's perfect. The beauty, the food, the scenery, everything it's perfect. But yeah, they don't work to live. They live to work, and that's a problem, I think. You shouldn't put work above your persona. It's not really healthy. Like, and looking back in this last year of mine, I think I did the same of them. Like I did put work above me as a persona. Before the accident, I was living to work because I didn't want to disappoint my mom because she asked me to go to work there. So I couldn't just, even if I was getting abused, verbally abused, I couldn't just go away like that. So I tried to stay focused on work and do my best. So in that way, I think I did the same as Japanese people, and that's not healthy at all. And yeah, otherwise it's a great country. Like yeah, it's sad because sometimes I've watched the news, not in the news, but I've seen images of like people that used to work like all day, and after they finish work, they go to drink out with their colleagues or their bosses, and then on their way home they just faint and they sleep on the street because they work too much, and for work they go out with their boss to drink and they don't even reach home. Yeah, the same thing is for Korea. They don't work as much as Japanese people, but this happens a lot there as well. And also the living condition in Korea, it's really not good. Korea is another nation that I wanted to visit, but I don't think it's as great as Japan. I've seen the apartments where in Korea they live, like the smallest apartments possible, and they are like I don't have a webcam, but they are literally like I don't know, 5 meters, 4 meters square, and it's insanely small. Like only the bed is fitting in the room. No, okay, wait, okay. Let me see if I can find something. Okay, I'll post a picture on Discord just to. Okay, the room are called Goshiwon, and they are like usually 4 meters square. Okay. Yeah, it's insane. Look on Discord. Like you can't live there. There's no bathroom either. Like yeah, it's like wow. Wow, and why? Why do you do this to yourself? That's not life. I mean, one can say better than live under a bridge, but man, yeah. So yeah, their working condition, like, because they live there, like, they work all day and then they go into these small houses. Like, nah. I think Asia in general uh, view work in a different way that we do. And I'm not saying it's good or bad, but some things are not healthy, that's for sure. Not that here in the West it's good at all, especially here in Italy. Here in Italy, working and following the rules are suggestions. Like, they are. Yeah, if you see a stop sign on the road, for example, that's not a rule, that's a suggestion. If you want to stop, it's up to you. Same for traffic lights, same for, I don't know, you, your boss tells you to finish a job under that date, it's a suggestion. Yeah. Yeah, laws are suggestions here in Italy. And that's not healthy either. But yeah, Japan is apart from that problem, I think I don't see another downside to Japan, to be honest. Like, even if I think about it, like, what else can be bad in Japan? It's one of the safest countries in the world. It's beautiful. It's I mean, the people is you're never gonna find. The thing is, even the people, okay, even if you go like not in the tourist zones, like if you go in the countryside, you're still gonna find really kind people there. Not mentally closed or anything, like legit. Like, here in Italy, if you go on the countryside, you're gonna find people that will look you bad, whatever you do, will judge you, will just with a stare, they will judge everything you say, you do. It's like, yeah, like, I don't know if it's just an Italian thing, because Italy, it's really, fuck. Man, my English got really, really bad in this time that I didn't stream. Yeah, Italy has a really provincialized, is that a word? Provincialized mentality. So everything that is outside their sphere, it's gonna be something bad, or you're gonna get judged for everything, and yeah. And in Japan, I already know it's not like this. Maybe old people, but even old people, it's kind. Even if they don't trust you or judge you, they are still gonna be kind, because that's their culture. And that makes it almost a paradise. I don't know how much long I'll continue streaming. I don't know, but I feel better after speaking about everything and taking my mind off things for a little bit. So thank you for passing by in advance. And it's been good. Okay, I was trying to find a cave, but how low do we have to go? hiking. Yeah, I'm trying to find a cave. There are none. I mean, I heard mobs around, but don't really want to fight them. Okay, now that I feel better, I have so many ideas that I want to do for streaming, even if no one watches me. Like, it's a shame because I think they are good ideas and I think they are funny. So, okay, I discovered recently there is an AI that is able to do music. And I wanted to do a music stream where maybe with the chat we can compose a song, and then the AI is gonna do it and stuff like that. Yeah. You can write your own lyrics and stuff. Man, I have so many ideas, not only this. What games I used to play? Wait, let me check on my Twitch. Okay, I used to play League, Tower of Fantasy, and Genshin Impact. To be honest, okay, let's talk about League, because it's been months that I haven't played it. Obviously, because you know what happened. So I didn't have time to play. And you know, I don't miss it. I don't actually, and wow. I'm speaking like a drug addict that quitted. But yeah, I don't miss it. Wait, really? You stopped because I didn't stream it? No. Really? I mean, oh, that's really sweet of you. Thank you. Honestly, but yeah, honestly, I don't miss it at all. I mean, okay, I already talked about this on I think a couple of years ago when I first started streaming with the mic, and I was complaining about League being a bad game, and the only reason that I was playing it, oh lol, diamonds. Still not a cave. But I found diamonds. Okay, and I was thinking about it, and the only reason why for why I was playing League is that I was good at it. Not to brag or anything, but my level was like diamond, stuff like, yeah, around that. And the only reason that I was playing League was that because I was good at the game, even if I wasn't enjoying it. And now that it's been months that I've not played it, I mean, I don't care that I was good at it. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. I don't play it. LOL! Why are you here? Why? Just to make me suffer. Okay. Yeah, the only good memories that I have of League were my outplays that I used to do, and if I look at them, like, I say, wow. Okay, I know I sound arrogant when I say it, but looking at my outplays, I think, wow, I was good. And I know it's arrogant to say, okay, but they were good, okay? Maybe I will do a farewell stream for League where I watch all my clips or something like that. But yeah, that's not enough for me to keep playing. Like, even if I'm the best at a game, I don't think I should play it if I'm not enjoying it. Does it make sense? So I'm happy that I got disintoxicated from League, because legit it's a drug. Like, it's designed to make you keep playing it. Yeah, it got worse and worse every single year. No way around that. It never was balanced. Never. Yeah, also when I tried to play Valorant, I had to install their anti-cheat system, and that made my computer blue screen before you remember that stream that I tried to do and it wasn't working. And yeah, the day before, when I did my test, my computer got a blue screen, and it never happened since I got this computer, since I did this computer, constructed this computer, and that made me worry so much. But I did try to play Valorant anyway, and it didn't even work. It was lagging. It was yeah, like, wait, what? It's on League as well? Wait, what? Wait, Vanguard. The name is Vanguard. Okay, let me look it up. LOL. Yes, it's true. It's on. Oh, lol. Lol. Why did it? Why? Man, okay. I'm. Lol. They did that. They really. I mean, even if I wanted now to play League, I don't think I could. With that installed, it's a fucking virus, okay? I've never had anything installed anything in all these years that I have this computer that made my computer a blue screen. Never. Not even the viruses that I got, that I then managed to delete. Not even the virus managed to make my computer a blue screen, but Vanguard of Riot did. What the fuck? It's insane. That company, it's really shitty. Like, I'm so glad. Yeah, I don't think it's okay for a game to make your computer blue screen. There has to be a problem. And I mean, if you stop playing League and you're happy like me, I don't know, if you like Valorant, I mean, is it worth it to have a virus like that from Riot on your computer if you like Valorant? Like, okay, I think fuck, my voice is going away. Okay. What I'm trying to say, if I was still playing League and they decided to put Vanguard on League while I was still playing, I think I would have quit anyway. Like, if I was playing the game and they said, oh, in order to continue to play the game, you need to install this that will make your computer blue screen, I will say, nah, it's not worth it. I like the game, but it's not worth it. So yeah, I mean, you decide for yourself. Like, if you still like Valorant and you think it's worth it, keep playing it. Because okay, the thing is that there are okay, Riot, League and Valorant, they are not the only games with anti-cheat systems, okay? There are so many other games, like even Genshin Impact as an anti-cheat system, but it never made my computer blue screen or gave me any trouble whatsoever. Even if there was a problem with Genshin Impact anti-cheat system that was speculated, that made that installed Bitcoin miners into the hardware of the people, but I mean, I checked on mine and that never happened. I mean, I'm pretty sure on my computer it never happened, something like this. I'm really careful when it comes to internet security and computer security. Like, I don't want anything leaked or like, yeah, I'm really careful about it. So that said, like, they have an anti-cheat system that it said that will cause problems for someone, and for me it never did. And not only in Genshin Impact, but other anti-cheat systems from other games have been said to be like bad, but never had any problems, like CS:GO or I don't know, Call of Duty, games like that. Only Riot. And I wonder, how is that possible? Why not use the same anti-cheat systems of others? Yeah, there are ways to check if you're I mean, yeah, I will go into specific. Oh lol. But if you want, I can tell you a couple of commands. Like, if you open your command control, you can type certain commands to check your internet connections, virus, CPU and stuff usage. I mean, yeah, or you can just do that. Each way is easier, maybe. But yeah, the thing is that why Riot? Why don't you use the same anti-cheat systems of others? Since most of the games anyway, they share the anti-cheat systems between each others. Like, if I remember, okay, let me look it up, because I think I don't want to say something wrong. Okay, so the most common one, yeah, it's the easy anti-cheat system of Epic Games, and it's shared on more than 100 games. So yeah, why not share that one? Like, why do you need to do your own? Whatever. It's me complaining about Riot. It's nothing new. I've been doing it for years and years, so I'm yapping too much. But yeah, I remember League being a good game in I mean, is it the most powerful? I think there are still cheaters in Vanguard. I mean in Valorant. No? Even with the Vanguard, no? Like, if someone wants to cheat, the cheaters that the developers that programs those programs for cheaters, they will find a way to find a backdoor into that anti-cheat systems. Like, you can never stop cheating in video games. You can't. You have to prevent it or discourage it, but you will never stop it. So even if you try to design the most powerful anti-cheat ever, okay, let me look it up about this Vanguard thing, because is it really that powerful? Okay, so it says that it's a anti-cheat system that works on the kernel level, which I don't know what that means. Kernel level. Lol. Okay. If this definition is right, okay, it says that kernel in informatics, it's a program situated in the center of the operating system, which has a complete control over the whole system and has access, a secure access to the hardware and the process in execution. I mean, yeah, I'm translating. In esecuzione sul computer. So, if this definition is right, it says that this anti-cheat system has complete control over your computer. Lol. What the fuck? Yeah, no, I'm not trusting Riot Games with having my no, I don't trust anyone with having full control over my computer, let alone Riot Games they don't even know how to program a balanced game. No, not happening. Lol, really? They even got hacked? Oh my god. No, man. Oh. Okay, if you want to play Valorant, I suggest you, like, use another computer. Use another... Yeah, I think that if I want to ever play League again, I think I'm gonna buy another computer just for League. And I don't think that's worth it. Man, they even got hacked. That's so funny. So wait, let me get this straight. So they have the most. So they say they have the most powerful anti-cheat system ever, that controls computer and stuff, and they still manage to get hacked. And now they put that system on League as well. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that's so stupid, and it's so funny. Oh. I'm so glad I don't play League again anymore. I'm so glad. So yeah, so what games can I bring? I mean, Tower of Fantasy and Genshin, yeah, why not? Crazy games. I mean, I have a lot of ideas, like the music stream, or maybe using AI to write a story or stuff like that. And then, okay, because I'm into the AI stuff. I think AI it's a powerful tool, a really good one, and I think we can do a lot of stuff with that. And maybe I'm thinking like we can use ChatGPT to write a story and then another AI to generate images for that story. I don't know. Might be fun. I have so many ideas. Or maybe using AI in games with mods. Like there has to be an AI that can play Minecraft maybe. I mean, if I can think of some, if I put myself to think about it, I think I can find something funny. I mean, yeah, there has to be an AI for everything. Oh, finally a cave after 2 hours. I mean, is it good though? Because if it's walking straight into a wall, I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. Like imagine an AI doing like this. Yes, it's playing Valorant, but it's doing this for... No. Yeah, the only issue with streaming for me now is the time. Because the ideas, I have a lot of ideas. I always had a lot of ideas, but yeah, maybe I don't know. They shouldn't. I mean, yeah, they're better than me then. If you, oh man, no, I don't think I have that VOD, or do I? Of me playing Valorant. I was so bad. I mean, yeah, because I never played CSGO. So, yeah. The only shooter that I played was years and years before, ago. And it was a free-to-play game on a random website. I was really good at it, but yeah, it was like in a Russian server or something. And that's the only FPS multiplayer game that I've played. Wait, I think it was called... Yeah, it was called something like Arctic Combat, something like that. Antarctic Combat, Arctic Combat, something like that. So yeah, I mean, I used to be good, but yeah, if you watch my Valorant stream that I did, you will think that this guy, me, never played a FPS game in his life. Oh, I was so bad. I mean, thinking about it, it's so funny because there is a clip. I think I posted it on Discord as well. I don't remember. Let me check. Yes, okay, yeah. On Discord there is a clip of me getting my first kill on Valorant. And it's so funny. A roller coaster of emotion. I mean, obviously, when you start to play a game for the first time, you're gonna be bad. Like, it's normal. So maybe with time I would have gone better playing Valorant as well. But yeah, after I saw my computer blue screen, I said, nah, not happening. Dude, really? I mean, I keep calling you dude, but I mean, good. How many players there are there? If you know. Alright. I mean, even if it's a high number, it's still pretty good. Maybe I shouldn't have come down with the diamond in my... with no food and no health. What am I doing? Wait, another diamond? Oh. Watch me die now from a random skeleton arrow. And also I lost my way. Where did I come from? From here? Okay. So yeah, I was saying, if I'm gonna stream again, I'm not gonna have a fixed schedule for now. So yeah, I'll do what I can. But I definitely want to do this again. I feel better now. It's been like almost 3 hours and talking about really about everything and just chilling a bit and keeping my mind busy for a little bit. It helped. And also, like, I always played games since I was little, so like I always they always help me get into stuff, bad moments. So that's why I always find myself coming back to playing games, because I think I mean, at least that's the effect that they have on me. Maybe for someone else they might be books or movies, but yeah, they help me. So I'll definitely try to play more games more frequently now, that maybe when I have the opportunity, and I'll try to stream them. And yeah. And maybe when I have more time in the future, we can do all the silly ideas that I have, like using AI and stuff like that. I think that might be really, really fun. I just need to learn how to use it, and but I see the potential, okay? My vision is that there is so much potential that we can be using it, so even if it means that I need to learn everything, I see the potential, so maybe it's worth it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop for today, because it's been a lot of time of me sitting in front of the computer. Try to guess what I'm going to do now. I need to get some documents ready for tomorrow morning. But it was good speaking about everything in a calmer way, even if mentally I'm still not healthy, not 100%. I think it's good to speak about stuff. I mean, I did try to, even with my real life friends, the few times that I had time to go out with them in the last period, like, I tried to get my mind off, but there are moments where every now and then everything comes back like a lightning in my head, and suddenly everything starts to get hand quote dark again, I don't know how else to say it. Like, so even if I'm trying to escape from it for a little bit, it comes back eventually. And it is the same for streaming. Like, uh, I feel better now a little bit, but once I click the button and stream, I'm gonna be thinking about it, about the stuff that I need to do tomorrow, today, and etc. Like, but for a brief moment, it's good, like, to take your mind off a little bit. So I'll take my opportunities when I have to stream more. Because yes, it does help. Even the ah thanks. No, you're the best for sticking out with an idiot like me for, for 2.5 hours. I don't think I deserve. I mean, I don't know. There are few good people on this world, that, and it's good to find them sometimes. So thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'll stop here. I spoke for too much. No, thanks for really a lot for passing by and sticking out with me. And I know I've been gone for a lot of time, and you still being here. It means a lot to me. Like, yeah. Like, even if I can make happy just one person by streaming or making them laugh, even if it's just one person, I feel better with myself. Like, so yeah, even if I don't have many people watching me, basically no one. I feel good even if it's just one person. So thank you, really. Thank you a lot, and I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming again. I hope soon, but I think I'll write it on Discord the next time. So stay tuned for that, and I don't know, maybe think about the thinking to go to Japan, because I'm serious. I need to do a travel for myself. So so think about it. So anyway. Yeah, I'll be writing the next time I'll be streaming on Discord, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for passing by, as always. Stay awesome, and have a good rest of the day. No, thank you for passing by. Thank you, really, thank you. Every message, it helps. Thank you a lot. And if you ever want to talk about anything, you know that even if I respond and reply in weeks, I will still reply, and because I never forget good people. So anyway, before I start to get emotional again. Thanks for passing by, thank you a lot, and have a good rest of the day. Bye bye.